Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blaydes is a much more tougher fight than Tom Aspinall, John Jones, than John Jones, Stipe, than John Jones, Alex Pereira. Will it do better pay-per-view numbers? No. But it's the fight that should happen at heavyweight. To me, let me take some heat for this, but to me, Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blaydes is for the number one heavyweight in the world. John Jones been too inactive. We haven't seen enough of him. What he did to Cyril Gahn was the easiest matchup possible for him. Is he the GOAT? Yes. I'm not saying he's not. I don't know how good at heavyweight he is. I know how good Tom Aspinall is. I know how good Curtis Blaydes is. I think Curtis or Tom would probably beat John at this point. He's older. Again, don't confuse this with him not being the GOAT. I'm just saying you're talking about two guys in Tom Aspinall and Curtis Blaydes in their prime, and what based off the layoff that John has had, the injuries he has had, the issues with the law now, I think Tom and Curtis would provide a lot of issues for him, and I'd probably favor both of them over John right now. So I think the UFC should make this the number one fight at heavyweight. This should be for and most people know this. These are the two best heavyweights in the world. This should be for the solidified unification number one heavyweight champion of the world. It won't be because they're going to keep pushing this Stipe John Jones fight that nobody wants to see. To me, this is the real number one fight. This is it. The John Jones Stipe is going to be out there. Who knows what happens with John's legal issues now? I don't know. I can tell you these two guys beat both of them, and they're fighting Saturday night. That's real. And if you assume Tom Aspinall is going to win this fight, bud, this is such a tough matchup for him. What did we learn those 15 seconds? If you're Tom Aspinall, don't throw leg kicks. People watch that and go, there's not much to take away from there. There is on both sides. If I'm Curtis, Tom's faster than you on the feet. Tom has faster hands than you. If I'm Tom, I can be careful with kicking. Granted, you threw that kick, you step back, you blew out your knee and took whatever year off. It wasn't that. The alarming part is if you didn't step back and blow your knee off, Curtis Blaydes' counters were right there, dude. If you didn't go back, you would have got fucking clipped. Probably wouldn't be throwing too many kicks if I'm Tom, based off those 15 seconds. But we have no idea who's better. We know Curtis Blaydes, without a doubt, is a better wrestler than Tom. Tom probably a better striker overall. Curtis Blaydes pretty damn good striker, has power too. Tom probably better at jiu-jitsu on top. And I guarantee Tom is staying down unless he just starches him in the first few seconds. But as the fight goes on, Curtis is going to get him down. What's Tom like on his back? How good are submissions off his back? It's tough being a big guy to submit guys. Off your back, it's really, really tough. Really fucking tough. There's a few guys. For Doom, probably the last one to do it. The last legit guy that you have to worry about from his guard. Other than that, we don't see it at heavyweight. Your hip movement, where the game's at now, Curtis Blaydes having a good base, and Curtis Blaydes known for his ground and pound, so Tom can't take too many chances, can't open up to create scrambles and stuff. You got to be careful down there because Curtis will knock you out from his ground and pound. It's such a tough fight for Tom. And if Tom beats Curtis, if he starches Curtis, it's undeniable. He's the number one heavyweight in the world. A lot of you anti-Tom guys are like, no, it's John Jones. It's not. No, it's Francis. It's not. You know what Tom would do to Francis grappling? To me, this is for number one best heavyweight on the planet. Curtis is tough, man. Curtis is fucking tough matchup. And I think Tom's going to be put in positions that it's not going to be all rainbows and freaking crumpets for him. He's going to have to fight. And I think we're going to find out exactly who Tom is. I think he passes the test. But don't be surprised if Curtis pulls it off. Don't be surprised at all. But this is my number one heavyweight fight in the world.